This might be a public apology. It might just be a public apology because I'll be honest, I don't know if I jumped the gun too early. I might have jumped the gun too early, people. And if I did, I own it. Because if I'm eventually wrong, then it means that this guy done something right. Patrick Dorgu, man. I called you out, my bro. I called you out. I was questioning whether you're going to be that guy that can really be the Man United left wing back for the long term. I was saying couple years, squad player, then we'll upgrade and we'll get a main starter in. But do you know what? I might have just jumped the gun on you, bro. I might have just jumped the gun on you. And look, I can keep it real. I can say, what I said and I can hold it firm. But at the same time, I've watched him over the last back end of the season and then the first couple preseason games. I'm thinking, do you know what? Young Patrick, this might be a big season for you. I think you're going to be an important part of Manchester United's season this year. I think even though Luke Shaw is going to be back and hopefully fit, and he's going to be trying to, take you on for the left wing back spot, I actually think, Patrick Dorgu, you can make this spot your own. I actually think you can make this spot your own. I think if you can improve on a few little things, then I think, yeah, do you know what? You could make me eat my words, and you could be a potential left back that I see staying at Man United for a lot longer than I thought. Because at the end of the day, you're still young, my bro. You're still young. Let me have a look at your age now. 20 years of age. So he's got a long time to develop and get better. And he's learning, obviously, to play left wing back under Ruben Amorim. But I have to be real. When I watched that West Ham game and I saw what Dorgu was like, he was really sticking out and standing out as one of them players that was our main attacking outlet. He was doing little give and goes on the left-hand side. He was strong in the tackle. He was winning fouls by hitting and getting beyond the right back and the right centre back into Todibo. He caused him all sorts of problems. And I was like, this is what I want to see. This is what I didn't see of Dorgu last year, which is why I said, I don't know if he's going to be that guy long term. And it wasn't rash. I wasn't being harsh. I said, look, I think Dorgu's a good squad player. I think he can be in and around the squad, which is not a problem. But does he raise the bar? Does he take it to the next level? We still don't know that yet. But since that tweet, and obviously coming to months later, I have seen improvements. I have seen that this guy is willing to be a bit more confident. And maybe that's what it was. Adjusting to the Premier League, adjusting to playing for Manchester United. You've come from Lecce. There's a different level. There's a different level when it comes to pressure and everything. And maybe just needed to acclimatize and get used to it. But I think when I watched him against West Ham, that was the first time I really saw him getting beyond his right back or right centre back and trying to stretch the pitch, and get in behind, get low crosses in, be attackive, because that's what you need to do. If you want to stand out and be a proper left wing back in the Premier League, you need to be able to go forward. You need to be able to do that attacking side. 100%. I'm at that point where I also feel like as a wing back, you need to be better attacking than you are defensively. Defensively, you effectively have cover with 3 centre backs there, so you need to be okay defensively. But actually, going forward, that is your asset. That's your weapon. You need you to hug the touchline. We need you to get crosses in. We need you to be able to get past a man. We need you to be able to sometimes take on a man 1v1. And I'm hoping to see more of that from Dorgu this season, because I didn't think he took on his man enough last season. It was sort of get the ball, stop, pass it back. It was very safe. Didn't want to make mistakes. Well, now, do you know what? Dorgu, Cunha, Hoyland, Xerxes, Agate, Kobe, players that are on that sort of like 50-50 brink, people that don't know with them and stuff like that. Take risks. Be brave. Because if you do that this season, then I'm sure you're going to get more rewards out of it than you are going to get mistakes. I'd rather people be brave on the ball and try something and just try and be committed and make a difference to this team, because we need it now. We need it now at Manchester United more than ever. Ruben Amorim needs it now because we've got a tough start. Arsenal and Fulham, first 2 games. It ain't easy. Word to Said, it ain't easy. And Manchester United are going to be under pressure. People are going to be watching them straight away to see how they do in the first few games of the season. And now we've got a full preseason under our belt. I want these players to step up. I want players like Patrick Dorgu to get better, because I do think that this guy will be a starter for Manchester United in the Premier League this season. I think Ruben Amorim's looking at him now and saying, yeah, do you know what? I can count on you. I can trust you because, you're being fit now. You know, you're staying regularly active in the team. I can build a team with you in it because you're giving me that consistency in availability. And that's the biggest thing. When a new manager comes in with ideas, a set formation, he needs specific stuff from specific roles. You need players that are going to be there, ride or die with you, no matter what, and trying to stay fit and available. And Dorgu is doing that. So I think Ruben Amorim is looking at him as like, right, you're going to be my project left back, my project left wing back. You're going to be the guy that's going to hold the width. You're going to be attackive. You know, Dorgu done a piece with Flex on United View not too long ago, having an interview talking about settling in and what Amorim wants from him. And big up to him because he said, yeah, he wants a lot from me defensively as well, but he wants me to get attacking now. He wants me to be creative. He wants me to be brave and get further forward. And if your manager's telling you that, then there's no reason why you shouldn't be doing that. It's the license. That's the freeness to do that. He's telling you, right, this is your chance. This is your moment now. Go and take it. And at 20 years of age, look, there's a lot of time, especially when it comes to defenders and fullbacks as well. Like 20 is young. 20 is young, which is why I'm saying I might have jumped the gun. Because look, if he's still a squad player in 2-3 years' time, that's fine. I ain't got a problem with that because I think he's a good squad player, especially if we're competing and we're back in Europe and being back where we belong with a couple of games a week. You need that squad depth. You need that quality. But can he take his game to the next level and do what I said I don't think he can do? And that's be the long-term solution. The long-term left wing-back solution. Patrick Dorgu locked in. We know he's starting every week. We don't even want to look at another left wing-back. Because some people have said, bring back Alvaro Fernandez before he went to Real Madrid. Some people were saying that. That's because they're probably unsure about Dorgu. Or they want Luke Shaw gone and then outright Dorgu and Fernandez can be the left wing-backs and battle it out. I respect that as well. Squad depth, of course. But it looks like Dorgu is going to have a big season. I liked what I saw in that West Ham game. I think the end product is going to be improving this season. I want him to be brave. I want him to get beyond his man. And I think I saw more from him in terms of that game, getting forward and breaking the lines and getting forward than I did do all of last season. He put in some great crosses last season. Don't get it twisted, especially from the right-hand side and stuff and the left. But that was his main weapon I saw. Dorgu getting on a ball and getting in a good cross. But he wasn't taking on his man enough. He wasn't bursting through and making them overlapping runs, getting in behind and stretching defenders. I saw more of that in the West Ham game. And I was like, right, I like this. So I hope that this carries on. I hope this improves. Because this is the first part of it could be a long apology. But this is the first basic apology of Dorgu. I might have jumped the gun. But I hope you do prove me wrong. Because I saw something I liked. And big up to you as well, bro, because obviously you've settled into Manchester at the moment. You're 20 years of age, coming from another country. I really want you to kick on and improve. And I hope you do, alongside, obviously, the rest of the squad. But yeah, guys, Dorgu was one player I wanted to make a video about because I think it's a big season for him. I think he's got an opportunity to nail down this left wing spot. And I want to see more from him going forward now. Be brave, be tenacious, show us that you really can do this and make this position your own at the top of the Premier League. Big up, guys. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you on the other side.